Have you been in a situation where you're speaking to one person, a group of friends, or even a large crowd in the audience, and you realize as you're speaking, you don't know where your eyes should be looking at? On the one hand, you've heard people tell you that you should always stay connected with your audience. But at the same time, not breaking eye contact with them can cause a little bit of awkwardness, but at the same time, it can also create uncomfortable situations. If you've been in that situation before, today we're going to be discussing how you can navigate around this particular situation and using your eye, not breaking contact, but at the same time allowing people to have a breather from that connection will actually impact your conversation and how you speak. Hi, my name is Seki, and I've been a public speaker for the past 15 years, and I've been a public speaking trainer for the past 10 years. If you'd like to know more about communication, leadership, and also public speaking tips, feel free to like, share, and follow my channel for more. Now, in a situation where you're speaking one-to-one with another friend, looking at them for too long causes them sometimes to feel uneasy, but looking away will also cause the person to feel like you're distracted or you're uninterested in what they have to say. So, what is the right ratio of eye contact and that break to take when speaking to a person? Now, if you are speaking to them, it is important to stay connected, so keep eye contact. But when you're waiting for a response or listening to them respond to your conversation, what you want to do sometimes is to just tilt your head a little bit and maintain that eye contact to show that you're interested to listen to what that person has to say. But that still does not break your eye contact with that person. So what some people would do, especially even myself, what I would do is along the way when I'm actually listening, I would just look away and then look back just for a brief, short half a second. You don't need to look away for too long unless you have to respond. And when you respond, it is okay for you to look away, take a longer time, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, before coming back to them, looking at them, and responding in an appropriate manner. Now, what this does is it gives the person that you're speaking to a bit of break to show that, hey, I am thinking of an answer, I'd like to respond appropriately and in a way that will help you in whatever situation that you just shared with me. So in this way, you break the tension of looking directly at them for too long, but at the same time, you come back to the point and reconnect with the audience to make sure that he or she is actively listening to you again. Now, what if you were in a small group of friends? Now, within a small group of friends, the tension is easily broken, but at the same time, you're maintaining with the crowd in terms of connection. How do you do that? You just have to divert your attention to different people at different times. Now, make sure that when you are speaking to a group of friends, you want to try and give equal attention to everyone, unless you are responding to a person directly where you are able to look at that person a bit longer and at the same time look at the other friends who are around and try to respond to them or to give them a cue to let them know that you need their support. So what you do is talk to the person directly, and then what do you think? What about you, Jane? What about you, John? Do you agree with what I have to say? Things like that actually allows the listener to break away from that tension of having to feel a little bit awkward or even uncomfortable, and let them feel that, oh, okay, this person is now asking the rest of the crowd. So this way, you are still connected to the group as a whole and connected with the person you're speaking to, but at the same time, you're giving them room to breathe and to process what they have listened. Now, what if you were to speak in a large crowd audience? How do you maintain that connection with the audience, but at the same time not spend too much time trying to connect with one by one? Because sometimes there could be 100 people in the audience, or even thousands in the audience. How do you then make sure that you maintain a connection with the crowd and not lose too much time looking at them one by one? What you do is you divide your whole audience into sections. Now, if there's only one floor of audience, it's easy. You divide them into the left side, the middle, and the right side. So this way, you talk to the general direction and you have instantly connected with 1/3 of your audience. You move to the middle, same thing, another 1/3 of the audience, and you move to the right where there's another 1/3 of the audience. So in this way, you are able to connect with them in the general direction, making them feel that you are as though talking to them personally. But at the same time, moving on to the middle and the left, the right, makes you connect with the whole group of audience as a whole. Now, if there is the slope type of amphitheater type of seating, or perhaps there are two floors, you have the lower floor and the upper floor. So then you break it not just into 3 general directions, but you break it into 6, because there's the upper section and the lower section. So make sure when you are addressing the left side, for example, you look towards the bottom. Take some time to look up and talk to the people up there. Same thing with the right side. Look in the general direction of the right. Start with the top or bottom and make sure you move to the other end, the other floor. And then you come back to the middle, and it is the same thing where you speak to the general direction, which is the middle, and then speak to the top floor or the bottom floor, or the bottom floor to the top floor, whichever is your fancy. But in each direction, make sure you cover the top and the bottom, the top and the bottom, and the top and the bottom, to make sure the connection is whole and you're able to talk to everyone and make them feel like you want them to be part of your speech as you're speaking. I hope this 3 particular advice has helped you in some ways in your public speaking journey, and I wish you all the best in your career as a public speaker.